It's never too late to start. Some of you are sitting here or you're viewing this and you're going, but I'm too old. I want to tell you two quick stories. Helen Klein, at the age of 55, her husband comes to her and says, I want to train to run a 10K race. That's about 6 miles. She said, are you crazy? We're in our 50s. He said, no, I want to do it. Why don't we just run around the backyard? Now, their backyard was about 3 times bigger than most of our backyards, but it wasn't a ranch or anything. They ran around and they just dropped dead almost at the porch in the back. Like, and she said, I was so disgusted with myself, I decided the next day I would either walk or run around twice, the next day 3, the next time 4 times. She just kept adding 1 lap every day. Then she started doing it around the block, and she would add a lap every day. Well, in 6 months, she got to the point where she could run a 10-mile race, and she entered it. Now, I met her when she was 83. She was getting an award at the same place I was in California. And she had just finished running a 100-mile marathon. She's run several 24-mile marathons, 5 75-mile ultramarathons, including 1 all the way around Lake Tahoe. She started when she was 55. Cliff Young shows up, Australian, 61, sheep herder, to a race that goes from Sydney to Melbourne. It's about 800 kilometers. He's not wearing Nikes. He doesn't have on Pumas. He's not wearing the latest running gear. All these world-class athletes are there. He's wearing Oshkosh overalls over a T-shirt with a baseball cap, work boots, and galoshes. And they're all laughing at him, like, you crazy? Is this some kind of publicity? He says, no. He says, what running experience do you have? He says, well, I chase the sheep around. We don't have a horse or anything, so when, you know. Anyway, they take off, and they're going crazy, and they're running and running and running and running, running, and he just kind of starts shuffling off like this. That night, all the other runners went to sleep. You're supposed to run 18 hours and sleep 6. Well, no one told Cliff that you were supposed to sleep. So he didn't know. So because he didn't know, he didn't do it. He said, I've stayed up many nights chasing my sheep around and make sure they didn't get in trouble. So he's running, and he runs right by him. And because he runs right by him, no one tells him to stop because they're all asleep. He cut 5.5 hours off the world record for that race. Okay? So here's the deal. Doesn't matter how old you are. And the other thing important in that story is the less you know about how you should be and you just go for what you want. See, most of us, we have all these beliefs that are limiting us. Find the stories that inspire you and start believing that.